But man, let's talk about something, Ron, that me and I don't know too many other dudes that we start talking in sports. And when it comes to this category, we start to lose a lot of people when we start talking about this. Let's talk about boxing.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about
Uh-oh.
some real. Okay,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna be professional here. Let's talk
Uh-oh.
about something that I think that we were discussing offline that I think is a really good topic for us to talk about. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Who do you got winning this fight? Come on, Coach Mills. Don't freeze up. Ryan, are you asking for your brother? Or are you saying Ryan Garcia?
I'm picking Garcia.
There you go. Garcia.
The Garcia, the guacamole from America.
Make sure you
From
know
America.
that. There you go.
From America. You mean Chipotle from America.
Okay, we're gonna stop you right there.
Cadoba. All right. So
make sure we edit that out. I don't know what's going on with him, but don't disrespect my brown brothers.
They're gonna show ESPN.
It's day 2 at the
That was your big break, Buster.
I'm picking Ryan. This is the reason why I'm picking Ryan.
Hold on. You picking Ryan. You know I'm definitely not picking Ryan, but go ahead and tell me why you're picking Ryan.
This will be a legitimate power puncher that Devin Haney has never faced in his career. There's nothing too much other I can explain besides that, and hopefully him being with the new trainer Derek James, he could sprinkle some things into Ryan's game that he didn't have before when he fought Tank. And I also believe that Ryan is a fighter where he's more dangerous if you keep him around 12 rounds. And Devin Haney isn't that much of a finisher. He's a boxer. So that's my side on why I'm picking Ryan.
All right, 3 points. Let's go back in reverse chronological order. You said Devin Haney, because Ryan is more dangerous in the later rounds, that Devin Haney normally keeps fighters around. He's a boxer. He doesn't knock guys out. That's 1 point. You said that Ryan's left hook, he's never fought somebody with that type of punching power. That's 1. And then what's your second
one? Getting with Derek James.
Getting with Derek James. All right. The left hook. I think that Devin Haney has developed enough. First of all, I think that Devin Haney over the last few fights has developed into a better fighter. I also think that when Devin Haney walks around naturally without the hydration clause, he's naturally bigger than most people think on fight night. I also notice his defense has been getting a lot better. He's faster and he's getting stronger. Now, with that being said, yes, Ryan Garcia has a left hand and yes, definitely has the better camp because he mentioned James. All his fighters have been losing and he hasn't prepared his fighters at all. I haven't seen his fighters being prepared for none of their fights. They haven't made any adjustments in the fight, and they haven't worked on their defense. So the fact that he brought that up, I was going to wait, but he gave me the layup. It was like, why are you waiting? Go right in for the kill. It was like coaching. Why are you guys shooting jump shots when you can lay it up? Take what the defense gives you. So the left hook, yeah, anytime you're going against a puncher, it's dangerous. But when I'm going against a puncher who I feel is not a disciplined fighter, who doesn't stick to his game plan, who lacks discipline, I'm not really scared of his left hook. If I'm good enough of a fighter and my defense is well enough, I don't get hit with the left hook. If your defense is good enough, you take away his left hook.
I feel like this is my thing with Devin.
No. Can I ask you a question? If you think that's a possibility that he can do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think what's going to be in Devin's favor is he's going to be bigger come fight night. Yes. And I also think what's going to be in his favor, he's going to have more energy at that weight also. Because I will be on his side to a certain degree where you're trying to make this weight and you're not totally who you are come fight night. I mean, you feel somewhat depleted.
I think that Devin is taking fights that he feels very confident he could win. And that could be a gift or a curse, because you can go in there, thinking you can beat everybody, or you be overconfident in the fight. But I actually think that, I wasn't a big Devin Haney fan, but I can see the evolution of Devin Haney. And the one thing that I noticed is that he's taking safe fights that he thinks he could win. And when you got a blueprint on somebody like Garcia, who doesn't have a plethora of offensive skills. Like, I'm gonna take the words from my man Tank. All you got is a left hook. That's all you got. All you talking about is a left hook. Show me more. Now, this is what I would be nervous about for Devin Haney in this fight.
I'm here.
The evolution of Ryan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I could see more discipline out of Ryan Garcia with his bag work of using more than his left hook, knowing that when someone's going to be avoiding that punch, it's going to open up other opportunities that you need to take advantage of that are going to be open for the other hand. Now, if you can get a game plan that you stick to, because he came with game plans first and second and third round, and he gets away from it. Because I feel like he gets bored, like he wants more excitement in the fight instead of sticking to the script. It can be boring at times when you just got to stick to the script. And when you get outside of that,
there's something else I want to throw in that keep in mind. They're 3-3 when they fought in the amateur, so they fought 6 times. So when you fight somebody, you have. It could either be on your side or be against your side. I think with the energy that I'm seeing on Ryan's side, along with what I've seen from Devin, the fight I've seen Devin get walked down in, and to me, I thought he lost the fight, was against Lomachenko. Ryan, I believe, is going to walk Devin down. Now,
I don't think Ryan has the footwork of a Lomachenko. I don't think Ryan has the skill set of a Lomachenko.
He doesn't need to have the skill set to move forward, though. He's going to constantly be moving forward.
And he's going to catch a jab. He's going to be catching a couple of combinations. Listen. I think this. I mean, we can predict this. We can predict this, but what is it?
Listen, follow me though. If you've already fought this dude 6 times, and you carrying the energy the way he's been carrying his energy, what I've been seeing and stuff, right? He has something up his sleeve where he feel like he could walk right through your jabs.
So, man, can I ask you a question? Are those 6 fights? Which I never knew. So this you definitely have enlightened me that they fought 6 times. Now, I knew that they fought as amateurs. I didn't know they fought this many times. Now, did Devin ever get knocked out?
Not to my knowledge, no.
All right. I don't really think Devin gonna get knocked out now. Now, my last statement, or maybe a question. Who has improved since their fights? Have you felt like Ryan Garcia has gotten better in any of his skill set?
Here's the thing. I'm going to say I don't think skill set wise, I don't think neither of them got better. But I think
that's the only thing we probably disagree at, other than who we're picking. Like, I agree with the certain styles and certain aspects of what we're talking about from boxing generally. But I think that Devin, regardless of the ducking and jumping the weight classes, from watching his fights, I think that I've seen improvements in some of his fights. Now, I give you that the questionable fight with him and Lomachenko, I'm not sure he did enough to win the fight. I'm not sure he lost the fight, and that fight would have been a draw for me. But I know Lomachenko's, I don't care what his records say, he's going to give you work regardless of who you are. Now, Devin wasn't built for his skill set, but Lomachenko don't knock dudes out, so I wasn't really afraid for Devin. I don't think that your man Ryan Garcia can attack Devin the way Lomachenko can. Lomachenko has way better angles than Ryan Garcia.
But I don't think he needs to, though. I don't think he needs to be a Lomo, because here's something here's something that's in Ryan's favor, right? Ryan is taller than Devin. Ryan has a length just like Devin. Devin, his past 3 fights have been fighting fighters that are shorter than him. Lomo was shorter than him. Kambosa was shorter than him. And Regis, what's the boy's last name? Regis was smaller than him.
Yeah. Well, aim high, Willis. Aim high.
That's where I say where I don't really see an improvement in his skill set. But what I would say is, if you was to ask me who looks better, it would be Devin, because he looks more comfortable. Because this is his weight class. But we talk about skill set, I don't see his skill set like arise and looks any better. He gets touched in all his fights, and I feel like this is a fight. I feel like this is a fight he can't get touched.
This is why we play the game, and this is why fighters fight.
Right.
So I say we're gonna wrap it up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Great points. No disrespect to your points. You know, I can see where you're coming from all of your points. And I think, we just taking the preference on these two fighters. And I don't, me personally, it's weirded out that I actually did pick Devin, because I definitely went against him in a lot of the other fights. But
what fight was that?
Well, I wanted not to say I just assumed that they were going to win. I wanted Regis to beat him. I wanted Lomachenko to beat him. So that's what I'm saying. I went against him. I didn't necessarily say that, this person was going to beat him based on X, Y, and Z. No. I mean, I would say that I didn't think Regis was going to beat him, but I would have thought that maybe Lomachenko had the ability to beat him.
So if you was to put a percentage on it, what do you think it is? I think, to me personally, I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. So my 50, I'm gonna go Ryan. If someone told me 70-30, I wouldn't really agree with that.
I mean, with Ryan having punching power, it's always a 50-50 type of fight, regardless if his skill set doesn't. His punching power can make up for his skill set, and the way he has dynamite in his left hand, I mean, it's a given night, a given round, given punch lands at the right time. It is what it is. He can knock you out at any time. So I can't say that he's not in this fight. Right. To me, it's going to be based on Ryan's discipline. It's going to be based on Ryan's discipline. And to me, Ryan, like I said, if Ryan comes with the evolution of, I'm going to stick to my game plan that we worked on, and my game plan is actually a solid game plan, Ryan could be as dangerous as any fighter in the world. If Ryan does not stick to his game plan, Ryan can be a liability in the ring.
One point that can eliminate everything I just thought about. Ryan can lose the fight if Devin walks him down.
Yeah, if Devin takes that approach, that like Floyd approach, like I'm gonna take away. And see, that's the one thing I've been noticing about Devin, which is that last fight, how he beat Regis was impressive, because I didn't think he was going to beat Regis like that.
Because going back to what you said earlier about the referees and the Super Bowl, I think it's not really the referees in boxing, but it's definitely the judges. Judges judge fights in ways where you're kind of wondering how did he get those scorecards. And with Ryan having a big fan base, I think this is a fight Devin can't afford Ryan being the aggressor. I feel like this is a fight where Devin needs to be like Floyd when Floyd fought Canelo. If everybody pull back the tape and see how Floyd fought Canelo, he stood right there with him because Floyd understand. If there's one thing I know about Floyd, and Coach Lita, help me out here. Floyd understands points. He understands what gets you points. I think a lot of fighters don't really understand that.
Ron, I'm going to end this with this. Floyd is a great ring manager. He has an elite jab. He has great mobility with his. I'm messing with you, Ron.
I know you are.
No, you know how we break down the quarterbacks. No, I'm just saying. No, Floyd knows how to manage rounds well, without a lot of input. He knows his defense is impeccable, so he knows how to counterpunch and take the opportunities given. It's more like take what the defense gives you at times, right? So Devin has been kind of boxing like that kind of a little bit, because he's not a heavy power puncher. He's using his speed and ability, getting in and out. If you want to fight Ryan, I don't think fighting him, banging with Ryan is going to be the best thing for him. I think him beating Ryan to frustration and Ryan gets out of his character is the best way to beat Ryan Garcia. Fighting Ryan Garcia straight up because you got a little bit of weight and you feel more comfortable. I don't think that's the best fight for Devin. I don't think that would be the best strategy. Devin will lose quick.
Okay. When we get closer, we
ain't getting closer. If you're gonna bet now, or we ain't got nothing to talk about, just let the fight happen. We ain't about all that. We ain't about. I don't lay away bet, nigga. We either gonna bet now or we leave it alone.
Let's do a gentleman's 25. Let's do a gentleman's 25. If you was Dre, all
I know is the way you and Dre bet. If I found out that I bet something that you and Dre bet, I'm canceling my bet. Because you take all his money. So if I bet whatever he bet, I'm just handing you my money.
Because I think the thing is about sports, man. If you follow sports enough, man, you see all the small nuances. I don't care if it's a point guard. I don't care if it's a quarterback. I don't care if it's a boxer. If you pay attention long enough, you can really see what you really need to see. And I think you make a lot of points that I'm not going to disagree with, and I feel like I made a lot of points. So that's why we have ourselves a great fight.
Styles make fight, and at the end of the day, we can sit here and talk about all the logistics. Until they get into that ring, we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
We're just analysts. Hey, my guy, one-on-one, hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to come back with a lot of these one-on-one battles. Next time, Ron, I need a little bit more violence. Your violence.
If we talk about the Lakers and LeBron, you talk about the Lakers and LeBron, I got you.
Your violence meter was, look, your violence meter was, you're too humble tonight. You're being too nice.
I mean, I'm still shocked that a coach got fired. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's very disheartening because
the fact that when I talked to you earlier and I told you about Wilkes getting fired, and all I can remember on our phone is how many times you just stopped and said, "I don't believe they fired him." I literally could have. You probably said it like 49 times. And I still feel like you look the same way. Like, I can't believe they fired him. Shanahan is a punk for that. I'm out.
All right.